A peaceful night in Nalgonda. The cool breeze is blowing softly. Nyuvansh sits on his grandmother Sampurna's lap while Devaiah sits nearby, reading a newspaper. The moon, Chandamama, shines brightly in the sky. Nyuvansh, looking at the moon, Ammamma, Thatha. Chandamama looks so bright tonight. Can you tell me one of Chandamama's kathalu stories? Sampurna, smiling and hugging him, of course, my dear. Tonight, I will tell you the story of the magical pot of kindness. It's a story that Chandamama once told me when I was a little girl. Devaiah, folding his newspaper, that's one of my favorites too. Listen carefully, Nyuvansh. There's a big lesson hidden in this story. The story begins. A long time ago, in a small village called Chinnapalli, there lived a kind and hardworking boy named Surya. Surya lived with his grandmother, just like you live with us, Nyuvansh. Every day, Surya helped his grandmother with chores like fetching water, collecting firewood, and looking after their small vegetable garden. One evening, as Surya was returning home from the forest with a bundle of firewood, he saw something unusual under a big banyan tree. It was a small clay pot, but it was glowing. Surya, curious, what a strange pot. Why is it glowing like this? He picked up the pot and looked inside. To his surprise, he found nothing but a golden glow. Just as he was about to close it, he heard a gentle voice from the pot, whispering softly, "O kind boy, I am a magical pot. Because of your pure heart, I have chosen you. I will grant you whatever you put inside me, but with one condition: you must share it with others." Surya, surprised and excited, "Anything I put inside will multiply." That sounds amazing. Surya ran home with the pot. He placed a single mango inside the pot and whispered, "Surya, eagerly, magical pot, please give me more mangoes." Poof! Suddenly, the pot overflowed with ripe, golden mangoes. Surya's eyes widened with joy. The pot's test. The next day, Surya's grandmother was feeling tired, so he decided to cook lunch himself. He had only one handful of rice left in the house. Surya, thinking aloud, what if I put this rice into the magical pot? He did, and poof! The pot was filled with rice, enough to feed not just them but the entire village. Surya smiled and thought, "Surya, grinning, the pot told me to share, so I will." He called his neighbors and friends and shared the rice with everyone. The whole village was happy and grateful. But soon, word spread that Surya had a magical pot. A greedy man named Bhujangam, who lived in the village, heard about it. Bhujangam was always looking for ways to get rich without working hard. Bhujangam, muttering to himself, "A pot that gives anything you ask for. I must have it for myself." The greedy man's trick. One night, Bhujangam sneaked into Surya's house and stole the magical pot. Bhujangam, grinning wickedly, "Now I will be the richest man in the world." He rushed to his house and placed a small gold coin inside the pot. Bhujangam, commanding loudly, "Magical pot, give me more gold coins." Poof! The pot overflowed with gold coins. Bhujangam's eyes lit up with greed. He thought, Bhujangam, greedily, "Why stop here? I will ask for diamonds, rubies, and pearls." But as he put his hands into the pot to grab the gold, something strange happened. The pot suddenly grew hot. "Pot," angrily, "you are greedy. You have no kindness in your heart. I will not help you." With a loud bang, the pot disappeared in a puff of smoke, taking all the gold, diamonds, and pearls with it. Bhujangam was left with nothing but his greed. The return of the pot. Back in Surya's house, something magical happened. The pot reappeared in its original spot. Surya was surprised but happy to see it. Surya, gratefully you came back, magical pot. I promise I will never be greedy. I will always share whatever you give me. The pot glowed brightly, as if it was smiling. From that day on, Surya used the pot to help the villagers. Whenever someone was hungry, he gave them food. Whenever someone was in need, he helped them without hesitation. The whole village loved Surya, and the magical pot stayed with him forever. Back on the veranda. Nyuvansh, clapping his hands, wow. Surya is just like me, Ammamma. I also share my toys with Vihan when he visits. Sampurna, kissing his forehead, yes, my dear. Sharing is the greatest gift of all. When you share, the world shares its love with you. Devaiah, nodding with a smile, and remember, greed will never bring happiness. Kindness, on the other hand, will fill your life with joy. Nyuvansh, looking at the moon, Chandamama, did you hear that? I promise to always share and be kind. The moon shone brighter, as if agreeing with him. That night, Nyuvansh slept with a big smile on his face, dreaming of magical pots and glowing moons. Moral of the story. Greed leads to loss, but kindness and sharing bring joy and happiness. The world is like the magical pot. When you share with others, life gives you even more in return.